On March 13th, not only is that our daylight savings time where clocks move up an hour, New Jersey will be releasing 6,200 inmates on that day also. So, what is this all about? This is a program that New Jersey came out with back in 2020. And this trims off time on an inmate's sentence so they're able to get out a lot earlier based on public health. This Sunday, March 13th, convicted prisoners will be released from jail under a new pandemic related law that gives public health emergency credits to certain prisoners in exchange for a shorter sentence. In 2020, the New Jersey legislature passed the Public Health Emergency Credits legislation signed into law by Governor Phil Murphy. This allowed state prisons to issue public health emergency credits to prisoners, which would give them shorter sentences. The law allows prisoners to take off 122 days off their sentence for each month served in a public health emergency, which Murphy has declared multiple times in the past 2 years. These truncated prison sentences do not allow all prisoners, anyone convicted of sex crime, repetitive and compulsive, or any convicted murderer or rapist is not eligible for shortened sentences. Also, early release only applies to prisoners who already within 365 days of their scheduled release date, said Liz Velez, a spokeswoman for the Department of Corrections. So far, New Jersey has released 5,400 inmates early in 2020 and 2021. Thanks to the new law, Sunday's release will be there. When they add an additional 852 inmates, it will bring the total of prisoners under the program to more than 6,252. March 13th is the last large release on radar, Velez. This is what she said. Governor Murphy and the Democratic state lawmakers who pushed the legislation says it's an aim to keep prisoners in New Jersey safe from CV. However, the union that represents New Jersey correctional officers, the New Jersey Law Enforcement Supervisors Association, said there are such low amounts of viral spread in prisons that it makes little sense. They also said Murphy is releasing prisoners back out onto the streets at a time when crime is soaring. Just last Friday, the Attorney General appointed by Murphy held a press conference to say that crime, in particular auto theft, is skyrocketing across the state. And it's up not all over the state, but in the northern part of New Jersey. Car thefts are up 22% statewide from 2020, and high end motor vehicle theft is up 127%. And this is North Jersey. The governor's actions are not making New Jersey streets, towns, and cities safer. So, you're always going to have those that argue against people getting out. um I all I know is when the pandemic hit, it was bad here, just like many states across the country. It was bad. If you're closed in, of course it's going to spread to everybody in there and the CEOs and everybody. All right. The vast majority of the inmates that are being released under the legislation are being bused to our state urban centers and thereafter left to themselves. Also, prison guards and correctional officers were mandated by Murphy to get, they had to get, what I'm not allowed to talk about. Okay, while inmates were not. Another police union sued Murphy's administration, and the case made it to the state Supreme Court, where a judge sided with the governor. Velez, a spokeswoman, said the Department of Correction has made every effort to inform New Jersey towns and police departments of Sunday's release. She said the Department of Corrections is also working to re-enter partners to ensure individuals have the tools they need to succeed addressing barriers to housing, employment, health access, etc. Employees from Rutgers University Behavioral Correctional Health said they will be waiting for the prisoners at their release Sunday with welcome packets that will include information about the community resources, 24 hours additional, and mental health phone lines, Narcan, fentanyl strips, hygiene supplies, and snacks. Wow. So I guess to them it's a big deal. But y'all, please tell me what you think. It's I always think about the people that were put in there wrongly. Now, I'm not saying everybody in there didn't commit a crime, you know, nor have I ever felt that way, but it's way too many in there that didn't commit crimes at all and been sentenced and been sitting in there for a long time unjustly. You can't balance it off by saying, well, some of these inmates did commit the crime. Yeah, but many of them didn't. And you didn't have any problems putting them in there and letting them sit there for decades. One thing don't off balance another. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. And I'm sure this is probably going to happen in other places across the country, not just in New Jersey. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.